Hey everybody, this is Manny McFly here with just to do a quick video, kind of a hands-on for the Capture Your Hunt Rifle Scope Mount. It claims to fit all GoPro models, and in my experience with GoPros, they pretty much, if it works with one, it works with all for the most part. I picked this up at Cabela's. I was actually looking for the GoPro Sportsman Mount kit that works with guns, fishing rods, and bow and arrow. And they didn't have it in stock, and I was heading out of town for the weekend, and I needed something. I really wanted to get some footage of my Ruger, which I'll do a video on as well. And then they didn't have it, so the guy showed me some other options that they did have in store, and there was a number of Capture Your Hunt mounts, some for Picatinny rails, and I found this one for rifle scope, and that really interested me because my Ruger doesn't have a, well, it does have a Picatinny, but it's for my scope, and it's kind of in the way. So I went with this, and my overall impression of it after using it is it's bad. I don't like it. I wouldn't recommend buying this. For a few reasons, not just because my experience with my rifle and rifle scope, which should meet the requirements, but the thing is, Cabela's has an awesome return policy, so I'm not too worried about the purchase. I can just return it. Alright, my biggest problem is the way it mounts to the scope. It uses a screw and hitch system. You hitch that, well, basically you pop this around the scope and it kind of sits around it, and then you use this screw. Problem is, when I was in the woods shooting, I didn't have a screwdriver, and not only did I not have a screwdriver, I lost the screw, and I actually recently found the screw. So I was without the screw almost the entire time I used this thing, and I noticed that was a big flaw. If you're in the woods shooting, you're at the range, how the heck are you gonna keep up with this little tiny screw that literally popped off of the well, it popped out of the package when I opened it, and it went flying on the ground. Thankfully, it landed in the sled that I used to carry all my gear around the woods, or it would have been gone for good. And the mount itself just isn't sturdy. The camera rocks, and also another problem is it's made out of metal. If you're familiar with GoPro equipment, all the GoPro stuff is made out of plastic. So that was another problem. It was cold out, so the metal was extremely cold, and I'm trying to grab this cold metal with this plastic GoPro mount and press it in, and it felt like it was going to break my mounting point on my GoPro, and it just overall, it just not good. It's also connected with this screw and this adhesive in the middle. It's like a gum, like a 3M kind of material that keeps it together like a sandwich. It's just overall, I mean, it's bad. I mean, it's not even, it doesn't even come down to cost, because this thing costs $39.99. The GoPro Sportsman mount was $69.99, and I got a discount on it, so it ended up being $40. So it ended up being about the same. And I did eventually get the Sportsman mount, which I'll get to try out maybe this weekend when I go to the range. But yeah, I'm just greatly disappointed in this product. The biggest problem being tools required. That's a deal breaker for me, especially where I'm shooting all over the place. I could be shooting in a indoor range. I can be shooting in the middle of the woods in Pennsylvania. It just didn't work. And I did get some footage of me shooting, which I will include in the video as well. Well, here is the mount and the GoPro connected at the same time. You can see the problem right there, the way it mounts to the scope. I don't think a $20 price difference should get you away from the Sportsman mount, because the Sportsman mount will not have the potential of causing damage to your rifle scope or your rifle or yourself when this thing goes flying off or whatever, you know. And also attaching it kind of scuffed my scope, and I'm just not a fan at all. So I'm gonna return this and probably buy some ammo cases or something. Gonna go back on tripod here. Well, packaged her back up. It's the Capture Your Hunt video camera mount for hunting application, and this particular one fits all GoPro models. It's the 1-inch rifle crossbow scope mount for your GoPro. It also recommends that you use the keeper that came with your camera. Either way, I think the thing is, it sucks. I wouldn't waste your money on it. Spend that extra $20, get the GoPro branded Sportsman mount, and enjoy the rest of your life. Well, this is Manny McFly. Like, comment, share, subscribe.